Well, that cut short.
That's it. That's all you get, mate.
Yeah,
We're live.
That's it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the latest edition of SAFC Fans React, starring SAFC Fans React himself, Paul. Say hello, Paul.
Hello, Paul.
Well done. Matthew Lead, good evening, sir. How are we?
Yeah, good. Thank you, Graeme. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Shitting it because I'm presenting. You know, we'll only make an arse of it once. And shortly to arrive, here he is, bang on cue.
Sorry, honest. I clicked the whole thing off instead of just clicking back once.
Honestly, oldies and technology.
Sorry.
Honestly, it's Colin. You'll know him on Twitter as Macam49,000. The 49,000 doesn't relate to his age, we promise.
Stadium capacity.
Stadium capacity. I knew there were a number for it. I knew there were a reason, and now we know why. All right, Colin?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good. Sorry, Paul, I forgot to ask you. You're the boss. How are you doing?
I'm always good, mate. Always.
Always good.
Yeah, thanks,
Marvelous.
mate. Thank you. How are you, though? That's the main thing now.
All right. Yeah, mate, I'm all good. You know, living the dream. You know, it doesn't actually get any better than this. So
No.
if you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to smash that like button. Every little helps. Tell us that you're watching. Talk to us in the live stream, and we'll be your friends forever.
Yeah, there's actually quite a few people in the comments. I don't know. Are you able to see them?
I'm just loading the comments up now.
No worries. I'll keep putting some up as well.
19 people watching.
Yeah.
Sorry, Paul. I thought you were going to say something.
No.
The worst bit is I'm using my iPad to broadcast, and I've got on the screen. I can see you, and there's like about a 10-second time delay, and it's.
Oh right,
great.
yeah.
Great.
I was just saying, I'll keep putting a few comments up. People that say saying hello, and it's up to you if you want to.
Yeah, no problem. First of all, I did catch Thane. Good evening, Thane. How are you? I hope you're well. Casey, hello to you. Hello to Geordie Boy 29. We hope you're all well. So we're here tonight. Swindon Town. Swindon Town are the team tonight. My bloody bogey team when it comes to bets. I'm sick of betting against them and they end up bloody winning. And listen, it is what it is. We've got a fun-packed, action-packed quiz, which I'm expecting Matthew to win hands down. I'm sorry, the Roberts twins.
Oh,
listen, I'm sick of Matthew beating me. Look at that little gloat on his face there. That tells you everything you need to know.
well, I'm not a religious man, but I said a prayer today. I says, please let me beat Matthew.
Just once.
Just
this
once.
This is a rarity for you, Paul. An absolute rarity, because normally you're presenting it and you never normally get to answer the questions, which is kind of why I'm running the show. Not running the show, but I'm presenting the show tonight.
Yeah.
So we'll take a very, very quick look at Lincoln, because I'd like to get into the quiz. There's 20 questions. You'll all be pleased to know there's no pictures. No pictures of footballers from there down. Which seems to be Paul's absolute specialty. And we all hate it because we get lens glare, we get shit pictures. So I'm just putting out there, Paul, pictures don't work.
Yeah, but it's quick and easy. I can just take a screenshot and trim it, mate. So
yeah, we know. We know. Give us a comment. How many times between now and 6:30 is Matthew going to do his hair? I'm sure. I think I've seen him half a dozen times already. Whatever we do, we're not allowed to mention Colin's hair.
Yeah.
Turn side on. Elvis is in the building. Tell you. Listen, you can turn either
Lockdown
side.
haircut, simple as.
Listen, Colin, you can turn either way you like. You're still a handsome bugger, all right?
Cheers, mate.
Tell you.
You need to get the Specsavers.
Well, you see, I tried put my gaps on, right? But they reflect the screen, and I don't want Matthew seeing the answers to the quiz. You know?
That needs to see them. It's us.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So very quickly, Swindon Town tonight. Currently 18th in League One. Not faring over well. Played 31, won 9, drawn 4, lost 18. Come on, that's got to be 3 points or something tonight. You know, we're at home. We've got 4 cameras. We've got an excitable Frankie Francis with the commentary of the game. You know, what can go wrong? You know, so Swindon last 5, they've won 2, lost 2, and drawn 1. That only leaves for me to say, get in the comments, give us your predictions for today. Just running through the live chat. Is Ross Stewart back for this game? I don't think so. We will have the team news at 6 o'clock. It would appear that slipping in training is more dangerous than we thought. You know. I want to, if it's all right with you guys, crack on with the quiz.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all right with you?
Yeah. We do
20 questions.
I just see you are having to leave us a little bit earlier today, just so
I
people
am.
are aware. But we'll take over about 6:15. Yeah.
Yeah. All the listeners, all the watchers will be thinking, "Thank fucking Christ for that."
Have you got your tea? Have you got your tea?
Yeah, that's what
No, I'm not eating tonight. I'm not having you. I'm not having you out me again.
What we going to share? What we sharing for tea tonight? That was my question.
Well, for tea, I have chicken chow mein this evening. Give over. I don't really do sponsorship, but I'm a big fan of the Marks and Spencer's chicken chow mein. If Marks and Spencer's are indeed listening, Ethan Dixon, part timer. That is me all over, literally all over. So we're gonna crack on with the. What's that? Have it, Matthew.
Definitely.
Matthew. Have a shot every time Frankie mentions UK asbestos specialists. I'll raise that. I will absolutely raise that and say every time Frankie mentions anything to do with cameramen or 4 cameras, you've got to down your pint. Honestly, you'd be more by half time. Well, look who it is. Amy's back again. Come on, the Roberts lads.
Yay!
My beautiful daughter.
I'm going to go with some pretty harsh realities for this quiz. I'm backing Matthew first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm backing, sorry, Colin. I know, listen, I love you like a brother, but I'm going with Paul for second.
Wow, no way.
I'm going to put you third.
Mate, I'm not hurt.
You're not hurt? Oh, no. There's tears and all sorts. Jings. Sorry. Sorry.
No.
There's another one. I will get around this bloody quiz eventually, but we're getting quite a lot of reactions to Frankie. Ethan Dixon, have a drink every time Frankie mentions hashtag Ask Danny. There's no need to mention us privately. Just use the hashtag Ask Danny. You know? Frankie, honestly, right, before we go any further, right, I do this out of love. I think from the job that you ordinarily do, you know, daytime on match days, to actually, you know, presenting the show and everything else, cracking job. Hello, Alyssa. Welcome to the live stream. And listen, Amy, right? I was going to back your dad.
That's all
I was going to back your dad, and I'm really sorry that I put him third. Right? I promise. As soon as we can get the stadium light, or as soon as we can get the northeast, I'll buy him a pint, and I promise he'll get home without being drunk. How does that sound? That sound like a fair deal?
No, I want to get home drunk.
Right, we'll do it. It's on. Right, people, it's time for the quiz. We only have one thing we say about the quiz, and nobody listens to Paul when he says it, so it's my turn. Give the guys who are doing the quiz the chance to write their answers down. Because I think Matthew's got the live stream straight in front of him, so he gets all his answers from there.
Yeah.
I will write all of my answers like this, like I'm doing a portrait.
Can you do it with Colin and end up with Elvis at the end? Yeah.
I draw a picture of everyone.
Uh-huh.
You what you could do is you could draw like an orange for the head, and then like a fucking massive beach ball for the middle, and then stick thing legs at the bottom. See, perfect. Done in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Ethan, no, I don't think anybody will listen at all, but I'm particularly watching out for you because of the laughy faces that you put in the emoji. Right. Any case, here we go.
All right then.
Question number 1. Roy Keane's first game in charge. Sunderland were the winners 2-1. Who did the play in that game? And for a bonus point, who scored the winner?
Oh, I think I remember this game.
Just a very quick, while you're writing your answers down, I just want to say a very quick hello to one of our absolute regulars, AJJ. Good evening, sir. How are you? I hope you're well. Have we got an answer?
Hang on.
I'm just putting down the player who scored. I think.
Yeah,
Do you reckon you're not? I'd be surprised.
I think I do. I think I remember this one.
I've got.
This is a complete guess from me.
Complete guess, right. Hold your answers up. Derby. Well, the Roberts brothers strike. It was Derby County, and for the bonus point, the goal scorer was Ross Wallace.
That's what I've got.
We'll get a point for saying
Darryl
Derby.
Murphy, incorrect. So it's 2 points for Paul, 2 points for Colin, and 1 point for Matthew.
Can we stop the quiz now so that I can join first?
Yeah, join first. So after one question.
To be honest, Derby was a complete guess, so I'm happy with that.
Well, yeah,
Yes,
take your points. Take your points when you can.
Did you get Ross Wallace as well, Colin? Did you?
Yeah, I remember. It was in the light blue shirts. And that massive away end with about 5,000 fans in it.
Yeah, that's
Check
the one.
it out, honestly. Right, we'll move swiftly on to question number 2. In which year did Sunderland Football Club make the first appearance in the Premier League as it's known now? Not the old Division 1, the Premier League. So what season was it?
Yeah, I think I've got that one as well.
When you're ready, we'll have your answers on the screen. The guys who are watching, honestly, you don't have to hang on that long. Play along, but just give the guys a chance to, so it looks like they're writing stuff down rather than watching the stream.
No,
So,
I've got it.
Paul, what have you gone for?
Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. It's 1996, 97.
1996, 97. Matthew, what you got?
1990.
No. Colin, 1995, 96. The only correct answer is Paul.
Wow! Get in!
96, 97.
Woohoo! I'm
Check
actually.
him out.
I think I've ever led a quiz before.
Hey, listen,
How was the season out?
First time for everything. Well done, Ethan. You got it right. Mandy Gray, 1996. Sadly not. Owen Sheridan, sadly not. It wasn't 2000 either.
I've got no idea why I put 1990. I just remember I don't remember the semi-final against Newcastle, the second division. And I thought, mate, because wasn't that the when the Swindon we played Swindon at Wembley, and then they sent us up, although we lost the game. Was it that
1990 in the old Division 1, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and then I thought maybe the Premier League was changed that season. That's why I thought that.
No. Right, guys.
Educated guess.
If you all don't get this point, you need to leave the live stream, because this was your guaranteed points, so nobody scored 0. Question number 3. What nationality is Sunderland club legend Julio Arca? Matthew was playing with his hair again, by the way, if anybody's noticing. Everybody got an answer?
I have.
I'm just trying to spell it.
I know. I don't know if I spelled it right.
Spelling quiz.
Argentinian.
Everybody
Argentinian
gets a point.
In the light, lads.
Colin?
Yeah.
Is there something you'd like to tell us?
Huh? What?
Your young'un, Amy, reckons you've met him.
I have.
Was he a nice guy?
Yeah, he was lovely. Just outside the stadium. It wasn't when he played for us. He was actually visiting, and it was after a match. Yeah. And he came out the main entrance. And it was just basically.
I have to say, Colin, about 6 months ago, I met Julio Arca, and he said, "And now this lad who supports Sunderland, Colin the Callum, if you see him, pass on my regards." Yeah, he said, "He doesn't have hair like Elvis, but he might, you know."
I'll tell you what, I can tell you a good story at some point about a player that I met, which was a really good story. I'll tell you later on.
We'll have that. Okay, So question 4. In the 1998-1999 season, how many points did Sunderland end up with at the end of the season to mark their return to Premier League football?
Yeah, I do remember that.
AJJ says, Wright may make the Papa John's final. Is he talking about me? Am I going to be the new centre-back for Sunderland? Or does he mean my Australian brother, Bradley? I'm not.
I mean, you'll be the new commentator alongside Danny Collins on the stream.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do
Unfortunately, I don't need to wear my hair in an Alice band, so...
I think you have to have a stuffed crust, though. Do you have a stuffed crust?
Oh, no. I'm not that big a fan of cheese, if I'm honest.
All right.
First question. Are all of these questions before my lifetime?
No.
Gives us a chance.
Give over. I thought you used to sit at home reading
programs.
No, I did, but yeah,
the pictures.
But then again, I've only got one incorrect so far, so
Yeah.
2 points.
Yeah, 2 points out of possible 4.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Answers.
Oh, God's sake, man!
112, 105, and 105. The Roberts brothers strike again.
Oh, I think.
And it was a record at the time.
Yeah, it was.
In that same season, 1998-1999, how many goals did Sunderland concede that season? Was it A, 26 points, B, A, 26 goals, B, 28 goals, or C, 30 goals?
It's a bit of a guess, but
So bad on this quiz, man.
When you ready, guys?
Yeah.
You're down the middle.
Yep. If in doubt, go down the middle. It was 28 goals.
Get in.
So, a quarter of the way through the quiz, 25% through. Paul, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full house plus a bonus point. Colin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Matthew, 3 points.
Oh.
Hang your head in shame for now.
Am I?
You got 3 points.
I thought I got 2.
Okay.
The only correct
Oh,
answer.
sorry.
Yeah, the only correct answer I got was Derby and Argentina.
Yeah, sorry, my apologies. I gave you a point when I shouldn't. See?
No, where am I?
Yeah. Alyssa, entirely correct. Toys is out the pram already.
No. There's only 5. We've got 15 questions left. There's plenty to play for.
Indeed, you do.
I don't want to.
Straight on. Question number 6.
Now.
In the 2019-2020 season, so last season, who was Sunderland's top scorer? When you're ready, your answers are gratefully appreciated. Hang on a second, Paul.
Oh.
I think Matthew and Colin are right and left-handed.
It's between 2 people.
Okay. Chris Maguire, and Chris Maguire.
Yeah.
Points for everybody.
It's either that him or Lyndon Gooch, because I think they both got 10 league goals, didn't they? But one person got more goals in all competitions.
Yeah.
Right, another bonus point question. Listen very carefully. In what year did Peter Reid become Sunderland manager? And the bonus point is, in what year was he sacked as Sunderland manager?
Oh, okay.
Few people on the live stream getting it right. Ethan Dixon, Mandy Gray, and Ben Allison skiing 2023 all got it right with the king, Charlie Maguire.
Chris Maguire.
Sorry, Chris Maguire. Sorry. Do you know what makes this even worse? I can't show you this because it gives other answers away. But the text is size 24 font on the screen, and I still couldn't read it.
I'm pretty confident with the year. So the bonus point. Is it 1 point for guessing the year that he came and then the year that he left?
No, the 1 point is for the year he came. The bonus point is the year he left.
Okay, so if I get the year he's left, but I get the year he came is incorrect, the bonus point doesn't is not eligible.
No.
Okay.
When are you ready?
Oh.
1994 to 2003 from Matthew. 1995 to 2002 for Paul. And are you saying 94 to 2001, Colin?
So it's the 94-95 season is when he came, and the 2001-2002 season is when he left.
I'm gonna have to give it to the Roberts brothers again. He arrived in 1994-95 season and was sacked in the 2001-2002 season.
Well, that's bang on.
Yeah.
Excellent, yeah.
Yeah. On the money. So 2 for Paul, 2 for Colin, and 0 for Matthew.
Oh,
Sorry,
Matthew.
mate.
His Google's brilliant for answers, isn't it? No,
Oh, absolutely. That he wouldn't he down so long time to type with one hand and write with the other.
It just proves I don't Google.
Yeah.
No, well, exactly, yeah.
We've got a prediction in tonight for Joseph Billingsley. I don't quite know how this is going to happen, but he reckons it's going to be Sunderland 48, Sunderland 0, with Charlie White. Charlie White to score all 48. I wonder whether Bet365 would take that as a bet.
They probably would.
It'd be interesting. You'd have to ring them, though. You wouldn't get that in a bet builder, would you?
You wouldn't, but they definitely happen. They take money off you.
That's literally a goal every, 2 minutes?
And a half. Yeah. What time does Swindon kick off? About every minute and a half. Right. Question number 8. Where did Sunderland sign Carlos Edwards from?
Oh, man.
Isn't he the subject of one of your... No, I'll be quiet.
Yeah, he was on a different one, I think.
Yeah.
I know which club he went to after.
Okay, that's not the question, unfortunately.
That's not the question, but
I think I might... Something rings a bell with this one. I think I might have it.
Because we used to sing that song. Thank you very much for Carlos Edwards.
Yeah. Thank you very much for feeding William. That was the advert. So.
Are we ready?
Yeah, I've got an answer. Don't know if it's right. It's for some reason.
Colin?
I've put anything down. I haven't got a clue, to be honest. I'm going to.
Hang on. No, I don't know. I've just said some team in Trinidad.
Some team in. That's terrible.
Plymouth. Luton.
Live stream. Ethan Dixon, Ben Allison, Mandy Gray, James Pickering, all correct. The answer is Luton Town.
Oh, fucking hell.
Another point for Uncle Paul.
Come on.
Luton was the first one that came into my head, and I was like,
well, you say you should go with instinct. Go with instinct.
You're right.
Question number 9. In the 2000-2001 season that Sunderland played in the Premier League, and if you're not sure, it's the season that finished 7th, how many points did Sunderland finish the season with?
Jesus Christ.
Is it nearest one gets the point?
Okay, we'll do that. Nearest one gets the point.
If nobody gets it, yeah.
While you're working this out, Joseph said Matthew should get in the Sunderland squad on Saturday. Who were playing like the blind school. He can't even beat his father and his brother in the garden. That's what I've heard.
I can. It took me a long time to actually try and beat my dad in the garden, but I've managed to do it now. I've done it now.
But the thing is, if you played him on FIFA, you'd tan his backside for him, wouldn't you?
I don't know.
That's a northern phrase that Matthew's just gone, what the fuck are you two talking about? Right, any case, number of points. 58, 57 and 54. Educated guess from Keel Watson. I don't know where the education's Google, but he's put 57. Ben Allison, 55. Your young and Amy's put 65. Ethan Dixon, 54. Mandy Gray, 56. The correct answer was 57 points.
Oh, man!
Get it!
Because I think we got 57 in the first.
If anybody's that interested, that was the season that Sunderland missed out on European football, on goal difference.
Yeah.
Sunderland had a goal difference of
Aston Villa.
+1, and Aston Villa beat us 2 with a goal difference of +10.
Yeah, I remember that.
Matthew, I'm going to guarantee you a point.
All right.
Keel would believe you. Total guess. Guaranteed a point here. The SFC male mascot is uncanny enough a black cat called Samson. What is Samson's girlfriend called?
I had it around here actually. Where's she gone? I've got.
Why?
Exactly. Hang on, you're too early.
There she is.
There she is.
There you go. So you're guaranteed a point here, Matthew.
Delilah.
We're all top of the tree here. Amy gets that right. Owen Sherrington gets it right. Ethan
Well done, Amy.
gets it right. Alyssa Rowell gets it right. Mandy Gray gets it right. Full house, guys.
What's the scores halfway through then?
Halfway through. Matthew is bringing up the tail with 4. He's even counting his own scores.
Yeah.
In second place with 9 is Colin. And leading the way with 12 and currently a full house is Paul.
Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable.
12 out of 10.
Just at this halfway point, we have 36 people watching the stream. Tremendous stuff. The bad news, guys, is that only 8 of them have hit the like. Only 18 of them hit the like button.
Not good enough.
Come on, guys, smash the like button. Give us a like. Let us know we're doing a good job. And if you really want to, and guarantee you get updates every time we go live and every time we put content out, as Sean Middleton would say, sorry, Sean, for nicking your tagline. It's absolutely free to do, and if you don't know how to do it, ask a family member, or ask a friend. They'll help you do it.
Yeah.
And if you really want to get notified every time after you subscribe, hit the bell as well. There you go.
Doesn't cost much. 50 quid.
In fact, it doesn't cost much at all. Matthew standards are slipping. Like the video discussing. Oh, Matthew, what video is this that Ethan Dixon's talking about?
Is that about this one? Is that about this one?
Oh,
like the video. It means like the stream or something. I don't know.
He's telling people to give it a thumbs up, isn't he?
What? That's had the desired effect because we've gone up to 28 likes already. Let's see if we can smash as many likes out as we can.
Try and get 50 before kickoff. That's always the goal every week.
50 likes before kickoff.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan. Question number 11.
Delilah.
It's not Delilah. He finished with her during COVID. That's bad. Only because I haven't seen each other for a while. Adam Young, all right, lads. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello, mate.
You've just joined us right slap bang in the middle of the quiz. In the 2003-2004 season, Sunderland made it the FA Cup semi-final at Old Trafford. I was there, right in the halfway line, 6 rows from the front. But who were their opponents?
Yeah.
Right, say that question again. It was what?
Who did Sunderland play in the 2003-2004 FA Cup semi-final at Old Trafford?
Yeah.
Hang on, Paul. And now you're eager.
Oh, no, I'm okay. I do know this one, though.
Just very quickly, thank you to Casey, Cameron, Jude. I've already hit the like button for the live stream right now. Thank you very much. We appreciate your likes.
Definitely.
Right, guys. Answers. Who were it? Millwall. Spot on.
Yeah, my dad tells me the story all the time, so I know.
Does he tell you the same story that one of the Millwall players had a whistle down their socks? And
no,
using it to, not the famous Cale that played for Everton. The other one, I'm sure it was him, had a whistle down his socks.
All right.
And kept stopping playing with it.
That was him.
Huh?
It was Cahill who scored the goal that day, wasn't it?
It was Cahill who scored, and I'm sure it was him who had the whistle down his socks. Somebody on the live stream will confirm that.
I was only a few months old.
Yeah.
Hey, look, few months old and you're still getting it right. Were you reading programs then?
Yeah, exactly.
See, top man. Right, question 12. Which current League One club did Lyndon Gooch make 10 appearances for on loan? A lot of people getting that last question right, by the way. Acacia, Adam, Mandy Gray, Ethan Dixon, Owen Sherrington, Ben Allison, all getting it right. White SAFC. Have you got your answers, lads?
Yeah.
Here we go. Doncaster Rovers.
Ah!
Okay, Dons. That's a point for Paul.
Oh, bullet.
A point for Matthew. See, still time it. Loads of people getting this right on the stream. Chris Scott, James Pickering, Ethan Dixon, Alyssa Rowell, Mandy Gray, Acacia, White SFC, Amy Reeve. Even your young'un knew who it was. Colin, hang your head. Amy, make sure he doesn't get his tea and definitely no more beer than it, all right? It appears he's had enough.
She'll not see. She lives in Nottingham.
Ah. Get it. Amy, ring home. Right? Ring home. Right?
She wouldn't do that.
Tell your mother to put a lock on the fridge. Ben Allison, you've got it right as well. We'll move on. I hope Matthew's been reading programs here. Sunderland last reached the FA Cup final in 1992.
Oh.
Who was the manager on that day, please?
Yes, it's 1 or 2 here.
Who was Sunderland's manager?
Who was Sunderland's manager?
Aye.
Right.
Malcolm Crosby, and Dennis Smith. Who was right? Was it Dennis Smith? Or was it Malcolm Crosby?
Curly hair, I remember, clear as a bell.
Stephen has got it right in the live chat. And so has Paul and Colin.
Yes.
It was Malcolm Crosby. White SFC getting it right. Ethan Dixon. It wasn't Bill Cosby. That was somebody else. It wasn't Malcolm Crosby. If you know who Bill Cosby is, ask your man, Dan.
Yeah.
We'll leave that there.
Yep.
I don't want to get into trouble, especially not my first time out. Ben Allison getting it right. Mandy Gray getting it right as well. Question 14. Listen carefully. All right. In 1990, Matthew, Sunderland were promoted to the first division despite losing the playoff final at Wembley. They lost the final. So the side they lost the final to were later disqualified for financial irregularities, and Sunderland, as a result, were promoted. Who were the other team?
I said it earlier, didn't I?
I actually only know this because I read it somewhere today, believe it or not.
I'm only kidding, mate. And now you said Crosby as well. Right, here we go. Swindon Town, and Swindon Town. It is, of course, the team that Sunderland played tonight. Swindon Town. Well done to people in the live chat for getting it right. Chris Scott, Ethan Dixon, Gowling 29, Amy Reeve, Mandy Gray, White SFC. You even stole my auto cue off me. Ben Allison, you got it right as well. I tell you what, mind there, Colin.
What?
Your youngun's not off getting a lot of these right.
Aye.
I reckon one of these streams we're going to replace you with her.
Quite happily.
Yeah. Tell you. Right.
Yeah.
Question 15 for the 75% mark of the quiz. Just before that, Owen Sherrington, well done. You've got that right as well. Ali Ozturk, remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Played for one other British club.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it?
Yeah.
He scored a cracking goal for them and all.
Yeah.
He did. 40-yard screamer.
Yeah.
Still wasn't as good as the goal that Maguire scored on Saturday or the one that Jordan Jones scored. Hearts, and hearts. Point each.
Hurts.
I spelled it wrong.
Played for Hearts.
I forgot the ear, didn't I?
Never mind, be right. Ben Allison, White SFC. Surprisingly enough, Amy's got it right as well. Mandy Gray, Alyssa Rowell, Ethan Dixon, James Pickering, Stephen J, Gowling 29, Chris Scott, Owen Sherrington. Well played, everybody. You're doing a sterling job. This is another one of these questions where I'm going to ask you to listen carefully to it. All right? Which two footballers who were included in the Manchester City squad to face Sunderland in the 2014 League Cup final later in their careers went on to play for Sunderland?
Right, I'm not very good with spelling, but I'm going to try.
Is there no extra points for spelling?
All right. Sure.
Ethan Dixon, you're doing a great job tonight. You are getting loads right. Well done.
Is it a point for each, or do you have to get both right?
No, you've got to get them both right. If you get one right, you'll get half a point.
All right. Okay, fair
I'm certain of, it was actually 7 years ago today.
Indeed, it was. And I tell you what. Hang on a second. Yep, they're coming through right on the live stream as well. It was Costel Pantilimon and Julian Lescott. So kudos to Gowling 29, Chris Scott, Ethan Dixon again, Owen Sherrington, all getting that one right. I've kind of shot out a little bit and haven't done an update. And we're on question number 16. So let me do some maths.
I'm on 12.
11, sunshine.
I didn't realise I was that good. Didn't realise I was that
You're
good.
on 11.
I thought I was on like
Collins in second place on 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I haven't got anything.
Paul is out in front, still with 100% record on 17.
Wow. Well done.
Is it? Thank you very much. Is it not?
Unbelievable.
Jeff.
Smashers, yeah, exactly. Smashers alike. If you're impressed with Paul's ability,
this is incredible.
Yeah.
I think
Unbelievable.
I'm surprising myself, to be honest with you. I'm usually the worst one here.
There's a couple of trick questions coming yet, let me tell you.
Do you know,
four questions to go.
I don't think anyone's got a full house yet, so Paul could be the first one for the whole.
Hey, Paul, come on.
You put the pressure on now.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Chris Scott hitting the nail bang on the head. More homework and more match programs for Matthew tonight. Okay, we'll move swiftly on. Question 17. From which club did Sunderland loan Czech Republic international Ondrej Selustka for the 2013-2014 season? Again, no points for spelling.
Say that again?
Yeah, it was one of them weird names.
Yeah, the whole question, sorry.
From which club did Sunderland loan Czech Republic international Ondrej Selustka for the 2013-2014 season?
I definitely wouldn't get any points if it was for spelling, because it is a weird name. This.
You don't reckon you've got it, do you?
Well, I think so. Because I remember such an unusual name.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I'm not going to count my chickens yet. We'll see.
Oh, I know what team it is. I'm just trying to think in my head how they spell their team name. Just something. It's got. It's something like this.
Okay, when you're ready, guys. Answers on the thing.
Complete guess.
It's like Transoba or something like that.
Yeah.
I tell you what, just for effort, I'm going to give Colin and Matthew the point. The correct answer was Trabzonspor from Turkey.
That's what I've put.
All three are getting a point for that. Well done.
Wow,
well
thank
done.
you.
Did I spell it right?
Trabzon. Yes, you did.
Jesus.
How did you get that one, Paul? How did you get that?
I just remember
I have to say, Colin, kudos to you. You've beaten your young on one. Apparently, for this question, she were blank on it.
All right.
I just remember the name being really weird. I'm surprised I managed to spell it right, though.
So are we, to be fair. We've seen how you spelled some of the others.
I couldn't even spell Hearts.
Yeah, exactly. You got the county, not the club. Only one so far getting it right is Ethan Dixon, yet again. It was Trabzonspor. I've even had to put my Gebs on for this because this is a really long-winded question and I need you to listen carefully. So people on the stream, listen out carefully as well. In September 1998, Sunderland beat Oxford United 7-0. There were 3 players on that night who both scored 2 goals. All right. Evening Clayton. So, 3 players scored 2 goals. I'm going to give you 6 players who played that night. Right? And out of those 6 players, I want you to identify the 3 of them who scored 2 goals each. There is a bonus point available to you. Who scored the 7th goal or who scored the other goal in the game for the 7-0 result? All understand it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. The 7 options you've got are Michael Bridges, Alex Ray, Niall Quinn, Kevin Phillips, Alan Johnston, and Danny Dicchio. And just to help you along a little bit, the bonus answer for the 7th goal is not one of the 6 players who is listed.
Right. Okay.
Oh man.
Just in answer to Clayton's question on the live stream, where's Grealish at? Grealish is doing his homework again.
And Dobson, yeah.
The Grealish Dobson lookalike.
Oh, they're talking about Dan.
Yeah.
So
Read the name out once more, please.
The names.
Yeah, please.
Michael Bridges, Alex Ray, Niall Quinn, Kevin Phillips, Alan Johnston, and Danny Dicchio.
So the question is, which players scored twice?
Yeah, which 3 players scored twice?
3.
And then the bonus one is
okay.
who got the other goal.
Okay. Who got the other goal? I'm just gonna have a guess. So those are the 3 scorers, and then okay, I've got an answer.
Okay, when you're ready, guys, I'm going to go with Matthew first. Matthew's put Bridges, Dicchio, and Ray, and he's put Michael Gray for the bonus answer. Paul, you put Bridges, Ray, and Dicchio with Mickey Gray to get the other one. And Alan Johnson, Kevin Phillips, Michael Bridges, and Kevin Ball to score the other one. Let's just see what the live stream says first. White SFC, Ray, Dicchio, Bridges. Ben Allison, Ray, Dicchio, Bridges. Mandy Gray, Phillips, Bridges, Quinn. Amy, Phillips, Quinn, Bridges. Stephen J, Dicchio, Bridges, and Ray. Who was the only one in the live stream who got it right? The correct answer was Michael Bridges, Alex Ray, and Danny Dicchio. That is a correct for Paul only. Matthew gets a bonus point.
Yeah.
Paul gets a bonus point. And Colin, I'm really sorry, you don't.
All right.
So I got that right.
Yeah, with the bonus point.
Fucking hell.
I get 2 points for that as well, right?
Let me have a look. Bridges, my apologies, you do. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Because didn't Dicchio score a penalty as well? He did.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I
told the Mickey Gray thing was a complete guess. I didn't have a clue.
Anything in Sunderland's history in about the 90s, you're going to answer Mickey Gray. You've got a fair old chance to get it right.
Yeah.
The penultimate question in the quiz today. When Sunderland were relegated from the Championship into League One in 2017-2018 season, who was the club's leading goal scorer?
Yeah.
What, from the Championship season?
When we were relegated from the Championship to League One, who was the leading goal scorer?
Okay.
It's unbelievable, actually. I think it's unbelievable that this was the guy.
Yeah.
If I'm right.
Yeah.
Ready, Colin?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know how it is. Robin, I've got it wrong.
Yeah.
Have you
It
done,
was,
Robin?
bearing in mind that he only played until the January transfer window. He scored 12 goals, and the correct answer is Lewis Graben. Well done to Owen Sherrington, James Pickering, Chris Scott, White SCFC, Alyssa Rowell, Amy Reeve. She beat you again. Ethan Dixon, Mandy Gray, Acacia Cameron Jude, Ben Allison, all kudos pointing.
I knew who put the wrong name down. I can picture his little goatee beard.
Yep, his little goatee beard. Yeah. The last question in today's quiz. Let's see who's been paying attention on social media today. All right.
I haven't.
Not me.
Which former Sunderland footballer celebrates his 33rd birthday today?
Yes, I've seen that on Instagram.
Yeah, I've seen that.
No, I haven't.
Give him a clue. Colin a clue. He played 7 years ago today in the league
did.
in the league
He's
final.
got big hands. Not that big hands, the other big hands. Because he wears gloves.
Me mind's good, man.
He likes pasta and pizza a lot.
Oh, yes.
Hang on. Have I got the opportunity to come second here?
You might have,
Yes, I've just given Colin a clue. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Manoni. In the chat, White SCFC, Acacia Cameron Jude, again correct. Ethan Dixon, again correct. Owen Sherrington, again correct. White SCFC, that's where I saw it too. And I've written a quiz. And Alyssa Rowell, Vito, correct. Amy Reeve, right again. Mandy Gray, right again. Chris Scott, right again with Vito. Give us a second. Matthew.
Yeah.
The short answer to come in second was hang on. 2. No. 2, 4. Hang on. No, my math, sorry, 2, 4. Yeah, the answer's still no. 2, 3. Right. Are you ready?
Oh, well then.
Yeah, I got 14.
According to Acacia, the lads are in the stadium right now. We've got about 6.5 minutes until the team news comes out. I'm expecting Matthew is going to go a bit quiet so he can grab the team news, because in third place with a bronze medal, it's Matthew Lead.
Wow!
14 points.
Come last.
I tell you what, Colin, I should write these quizzes more often, mate.
I know.
Because you
Definitely.
have come second with 17 points.
Well done.
I'm going to show my face again.
And Paul, I don't honestly think this has ever happened in the history of quizzes.
Go, Ricky.
There were 20 questions, 3 bonus points. And Paul, creator of SCFC Fans TV, your
Fans
friend
React.
and mine,
Fans react.
has scored
Fans react, Graeme.
3 points out of 23.
Get it. Well,
Paul, can I break some news?
you can break some news if
Can
you
I
want.
break
Yeah?
some news?
Yeah.
Good evening and welcome to Sky Sports News. You're watching us in high definition, where the breaking news this evening is that Sunderland Football Club and SAFC Fans React have got a cheat. Have a look at the live stream there. This is me and Paul talking at about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Right? We were running through the... earlier.
You know what? Yeah, I was like, because Shaluska, I was like, how the hell has he got transport?
Non-sport.
No way.
So let me tell you, I got to be honest with you. We did the quiz for real, right? So on his own, Paul answered all the questions by himself, right?
More realistic.
And out of 23 points, right? I can now tell you that in third place was your friend and my friend, the creator of SAFC Fans React.
That's it.
With 6 out of 23. I'm really sorry. Apparently, I've uttered some words that I shouldn't have done on the screen. Mentioned some other place which isn't quite as happy as this one. So in second place was Matthew with quite a respectable 14 out of 23. Because I think their questions were actually quite hard.
Yeah.
But Amy, tell your mice allowed at least another 3 points, right? 1 pint per half, at least another pint before the game, and a pint at half time, and a pint after the game to celebrate. I think that's about 6, actually, Colin. You ain't got graft tomorrow, are you?
I have, aye.
Oh, hang on. We're best mac at halves.
Aye.
All right. With 17 points.
Thank you.
Colin Roberts, our winner. Amy, what about that?
Amazing.
I just want to say, Ethan Dixon's the only one that's told me his score. But if Ethan was in here now and he didn't have the benefit of Google and everything else, right? No, I'm not saying you cheated, Ethan. That's not my place. All right. 21 out of 23.
Yeah.
Hats off. Well done.
I'll tell you the ones that I actually got right was the Julio Arca for Argentinian, 105 points going up. Chris Maguire being the top goal scorer. Delilah was the cat. Millwall, I got that one right, and Doncaster Rovers, which was one of the
there you go.
I was astounded, like
not as astounded as we were.
I'm even more astounded than that one.
Me and Amy, we can be cracked together because she only got 4. So
I just want to say that I'm taking those kudos points off Ethan Dixon because he's just told us that it was his granddad that got the points, not him.
Doesn't count.
Ben Allison, 17 out of 23. Well done. It's 3 minutes to 6, which means in 3 minutes the team news is coming out. I haven't asked you guys yet. Score predictions for tonight. Paul, we'll start with you.
Right. Well, I'm interested.
Get this read. You couldn't get a quiz question read.
Well, I'm interested to see what defense we play today because obviously it's starting to show a few cracks in the last game. So I'm not going to go for a clean sheet today. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. I know I think they've won the last 2 games. They're a team down there in the 18th place. So they're a team that we should be expected to win, but whenever it's a team we are expected to win, we generally don't. But I just refuse to predict a loss or a draw. So, I'm going to stick with 2-1 to Sunderland.
Yep. Matthew, predictions.
Well, I said yesterday on the Black Cat podcast of Carl that I think it will be a 3-1 to Sunderland. I feel like we'll do really well. We'll be 3-0 up, and then we'll give away some stupid goal towards the end. And then after the game, we'll be going, how have they done that? How have we let them do that? And then it will just, there'll be something like that. I can just see it in my mind. So I think 3-1.
Colin, what about you, sir?
Yeah, I'm the same. I think this is going to be a tougher game than we think because they're not in the position in the league's not great, but they're not in that bad a form. If you look at the current form table, I think they're only about 2 points worse off than we are.
The last 5 games, the last time out they got beat off Shrewsbury 1-0. Time before that, Portsmouth beat them 2-0. But before that, they beat Crewe 2-1. They drew 2-2 with Lincoln, and then they beat Swindon 2-1 as well. So
they beat 2-1.
What?
You're looking at the wrong.
I'm reading it the wrong way around. They beat Northampton 2-1.
Right.
Listen. I'll get you more times than you get me. Let me tell you. Not bad for a presenting virgin, though. I have to say.
I'll tell you what, you're doing very well, mate. Really.
You know.
Excellent.
So
But anyway,
you didn't give me an actual score.
I think they'll. I agree with Matthew. I think they'll win 3-1. I think we'll probably come out of the blocks after getting bollocked in such a bad game start the first hour against Crewe. So I think we'll probably go 2-0 up. I think we might sneak one in the second half and make it a bit twitchy. Then we'll make it 3-1.
3-1. Well,
Team.
I guess this leaves me for mine. For me, Swindon Town are always my bogey team. Whenever I bet against them in me accumulator or whatever, they always seem to win, and that properly pisses me off. I am going to go for Sunderland win, so I hope I don't jinx it for everybody that's watching tonight. The games like today and games like Saturday are absolute must-wins for us. You know, we all said that the game against Crewe of Saturday gone was a must-win. Tonight is an absolute must-win for us. If we've got any hope of staying, you know, in that top six and getting into the playoff spots, getting in the automatic promotion spots. I'm gonna go with Sunderland 2, Swindon Town 1.
Same as me.
So we're all predicting the win. It's 1 minute past 6. Matthew, is the team news out?
The team news is out. I'm just typing it now.
I'll just have a quick look.
Yeah,
they are saying in the chat that Jones starts, so that's good news.
Jones is starting.
Fantastic news.
That is really good news. I'm pleased to hear it. Peer pressure seems to work well. Where is it? SCFC. There it is. Right. Oh, everybody's favourite Callum McFadzean starts. That's a bit of a worry. I'm just going to go through some of the predictions. Somebody in your family, Matthews, intent on gaining grief, because apparently William reckons it's Sunderland 45-0, with White to get 43 and McGeady to get the other 2. Sunderland to win 2-0. Clean sheet. That'd be interesting. Mandy Gray 2-0 to Sunderland. Amy Reeve 2-1. Bradley Young 3-0 Sunderland. Who's got the coppers coming from them?
That's out here.
You can tell Essex saying out. Liam Punchin 5-0 to Sunderland. I read a bit far back there. I honestly thought Ben Allison was saying Sunderland 17, Swindon 23. Then I realised it was a result of the quiz. So what do we reckon? It looks like Winchester's come in for Leadbitter.
Yeah.
And Jones is giving way to O'Brien.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I was expecting.
I'd pretty much expected that too.
I think Maguire's a bit unlucky. I know he came on and scored that wonder goal, but I didn't think he had a particularly good game against Crewe.
I think with Maguire, I think there's more sentence on Jordan Jones than it does on Chris Maguire. Jordan Jones still hasn't had a lot of game time. And there is the possibility there to swap Jones out for Maguire.
Yeah. I just think if you played Jones on one side and McGeady on the other, and then you maybe play Maguire as a number 10. You know what I mean? And then you could literally alternate all 3 positions with all 3 players during.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That make it especially if they can make that work. I do love this, and I've heard. I don't know whether it's Dan that says it, or whether it's Matthew that says it. This phrase Winnie Esther about Winchester. I think it's a good show. It's a good show. I love it. Alicia mentioned that. Just looking at the bench a little bit. we've got the wonderful Remy Matthews is the replacement goalkeeper. I honestly hope the Lee Burge doesn't chip a fingernail or something like that. You know, fall over his studs on the way out. Trip over one of the additional cameras that SAFC Live has got. You know, I mean, could you imagine it? And then
he's got a mistake in every game.
You what?
I agree with you. He's got a mistake in him every game.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Chris Maguire, Aidan O'Brien, Jack Diamond, Dan Neal makes the reserves this week.
Good.
Impressive. Jake Vokins, I would have liked to have seen him start ahead of McFadzean, I have to say.
Yeah,
and the other substitute is Ollie Younger.
Yeah.
So interesting stuff. Some more predictions. Jones to get 2, White to get 2. Ethan Dixon reckons we're going to beat him 4-0.
Happy days.
That would be a good day at the office, I have to say.
Yeah.
Alyssa Rao, one of Lee Burge's critics to fly off mid-game. You know,
AJG said McLaughlin out. Now that is a big.
Oh yeah, I must say I didn't spot that.
Yeah, McLaughlin's completely out the squad.
That must be some kind of injury or something, because he, for me, is one of our best defenders at the minute.
So who's in for McLaughlin then? We've got the
Powers at right back. Powers at right back.
Yeah, we Max Power at right back.
It's got to be an injury, isn't it? Because as I kept saying on Saturday, McLaughlin was like the only player who was actually like composed on the ball, and like he was the only one that was actually calm. Everyone else just kept giving it away. He very rarely gave the ball away, and I thought he was one of our better players. So that's got to be an injury there.
And it's very rare for people in this, certainly recently. Sorry, not so recently, but in the not too distant past, it's very rare for us to say good things about Conor McLaughlin, because at one point he was one of the liabilities.
Mm.
Yeah,
you know. So
do you think
the stage where we're kind of relying on him a bit?
Do you think that's I don't know, one thing of not having fans in the stadium is an added pressure of Conor McLaughlin, so he can relax a little bit more, or because he seems a lot more relaxed on the ball, doesn't he? I think he seems a lot more relaxed on the ball compared to when we had fans in, because every time he got it, he was just get rid of it. You know what I mean? That's sort of what it felt with McLaughlin. So I don't know if that's had an effect on it as well.
Confidence is an amazing thing to have. You know, Charlie White's riding on it at the minute.
What McFadzean's performances would have been like with the crowd, because they would have been on his back.
Well, it's the same. It's the same with White, even, isn't it? I mean, some people say he's a big confidence player. If we'd had the fans there early on in the season when he wasn't scoring that,
on his back.
Yeah, on his back, maybe he wouldn't have gotten these goals that he's getting. God knows where we'd be in the league if that was the case.
So when you look at that defense, it's quite worrying, really, isn't it? When you think, I mean, you've got one recognised centre half, and then you've got really poor left wing back, full back, whatever you want to call them. And apart from that, it's, I mean, power. And I mean, you can't look on my mind. He's been playing well in that position. But it's not ideal, really, is it?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not. I mean, listen. I know that Luke O'Nien must be the most versatile footballer we have at the club. But he wouldn't be your first choice down there, would he? You know, he wouldn't be. You wouldn't be his first choice at the back.
No.
You know? Don't get me wrong. Credit to him where credit's due. He's doing really well. He's kind of, he's working out. He didn't get booked on Saturday, which is a bonus. I'm just going to take a moment to have a quick look at the live chat. Rosie Laws, class stream as always. Thank you very much for that. I would change McFadzean with Maguire or Vokins.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd agree with that. I'd probably take Vokins at first.
Yeah.
Kind of like steady the ship a bit. Because if you're bringing players in on loan, there's no point bringing them in if you're not going to play them. And they've clearly been brought in for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
AJJ reckons Swindon are on the 6th goalkeeper, but we are struggling with real defenders. I'd rather struggle with real defenders than be on my 6th goalkeeper if Remy Matthews is our second choice.
Just a quick point. When is any of our defenders due back? The likes of Flanagan. I know Willis is long term. I know Denver Hume's long term. But what about
I don't think there's much hope for
I think Flanagan's in. Somebody said
Flanagan's back, isn't he? He's
in
back.
training.
Oh, he's in training, is he?
Yeah, he was meant to start the MK Dons game, and then he picked up an injury in the warm up, didn't he? And then I don't know what he did.
I didn't know.
There's been a couple of people asking, what do we think the predicted formation is? I'm probably going to have this wrong, as I frequently do. I'm going to go with 3-4-3.
Yeah,
it looks like
must be.
It looks like Power, Sanderson and O'Nien across the back, with Gooch, Winchester, Scown and McFadzean through the middle, and then Jones, McGeady, and Charlie White up front. That's how it looks to me.
Well,
it could be a back four, to be honest.
It could
be a back four.
McFadzean could be left back, couldn't he?
Potentially, potentially.
Could
it'll give you three through the middle of Gooch, Winchester, and Scowen, whichever way on you play them. You'd imagine Scowen would be in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, the back two in the middle, two holding midfielders by the looks on it.
Yeah.
Three up front.
Yes, personally, I think because we know McFadzean's not the best defender, so if he's playing if he is playing at left back, then he should be told just to focus on, like, maybe hold back a bit, because he likes to get up there. We all like to see an attacking defender, but if he can't defend properly without staying back, then just keep him back. Do you know what I mean?
Just stay back.
Yeah,
just stay back.
He's definitely sorry, mate. He's definitely better attacking than he is as a defender. But that's why because that's why he gets caught out of position too much.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I know it's been mentioned a couple of times, but our money in the summer's gone up. Apparently, Will Grigg has scored again. I can't see us getting anywhere near what we paid for him, I have to say. But any money back's better than no money back. I think we're summarily agreed. I think we've talked about this before. That I don't think Will Griggs will come back to Sunderland. I don't think we'll see him play in the Sunderland shirt again.
I hope we don't. To be honest,
that makes four of us.
Yeah, Will Griggs wanted to come in the first place. His body language from day one didn't look interested. He wasn't motivated. You could just see it from day one. He just didn't know he wanted to be there. Even when he scored, he didn't look. He didn't celebrate. It would just be like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You not like sort of, I'm going to celebrate. I've got this monkey off my back. I'm going to take on now. We just never looked.
Literally out.
And now
so here's hoping he gets a hat trick every week.
I read last week. It was an interview with his manager, and it was sort of hinting that our players didn't rate him either. He didn't feel wanted at the club. Pretty much.
That's a massive thing. That's
not
a massive thing. That
not just the fans, the players didn't rate him.
His actual players with him.
Yeah.
I mean that then becomes massive. You talk about managers losing the dressing room, but when you talk about players are losing the goodwill of the people who play in the same team as them, that's not great.
Yeah, that's what he was.
Mind you, having said that, in some ways, I wish some of the Sunderland players wouldn't pass to McFadzean, but that's an entirely different story, I guess.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it probably would have been McGeady. He would have been the one telling him he's shite.
Let's not revisit the whole McGeady being a bad boy thing. You know.
Can I just say as well? I would say with 3 likes off 50 likes as well for the live stream. So people can
just say I was gonna point that out. 47 likes for a first timer ain't bad.
You're doing well, mate. You're doing really well. We're getting good views. If you haven't subscribed as well, hit the subscribe button as well.
If you haven't subscribed, please remember it's free to do. It doesn't cost you anything. If you don't know how to do it, ask a family member, ask a friend. And if you want to get all of our notifications, next to where it says subscribe, when you click the subscribe, there's a little bell next to it. Press the bell, and every time you press the bell, every time we go live or every time we post content, you will get a notification, and it is all free of charge.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop a bombshell before I leave. I can never guess whether Joseph Billingsley is taking the mick or not. I don't know whether he's a friend of the show or not. But he's put, I would have dropped Aidan McGeady for Maguire and dropped Callum. Don't know who for, though.
Callum McFadzean. Got to be it.
Well, McFadzean, I've said already, it would be Vokins first up and then change him out with Maguire later on.
50 likes. 50 likes.
There we go. 50 likes. Boom! Have it.
Legends, thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody who's subscribed. 51. It's going up as we speak. Honestly, can't keep up. Cheers, Colin. That pint must taste of success, does it?
The win.
Big quiz winner.
Well, I'm shocked as you are.
Absolutely. I'm really sorry. It's 6:15, and unfortunately, I've got to dive off. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's tuned in this evening, took part in the quiz, took part in the conversation. I'm sure I say this on behalf of Paul and everybody else. We do this game in, game out. We appreciate the fact that you come to us. We appreciate that you watch us. There are so many outlets out there where you can go and spend your time, do whatever. We just, we do this because we want you guys to have a good time while you're here. We hope we have a laugh. We hope we have a giggle. If you're lucky, you'll hear the odd naughty word. And if you're too young, cover your ears. It'll all be fine in the end. When you get back to school, you'll hear it in the playground. But thank you very much from me. I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of the other guys. I'm sure they don't need any kid gloves or anything. But thanks a lot, and we'll probably see you on Saturday for Rochdale.
Yeah.
Good luck tonight, everybody. How are the lads? And 3 points to Sunderland. Take it easy, everybody.
Take it easy, mate. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Oh, there he goes. He's gone. He did a really good job, I thought. Actually,
yeah.
He's got good.
And I thought you did a really good job, but turns out you're just a cheat.
Well, I couldn't resist when he said he was doing it. I sent him a message. I says, "Shall we just prank Matthew?" Because I knew Colin wouldn't have been bothered, but I thought Matthew's going to be like, "Oh, for God's sake!"
Sitting there, I was absolutely devastated. He was making jokes, and I didn't even want to smile.
I think he's more devastated than I made him.
No, he didn't. It was quite a difficult quiz, to be fair. I mean,
it was, yeah.
You both did well, as I would have expected. I know he's gone now, but Colin, you were just talking earlier on about. He probably wanted to hear this, but you were talking about a little story of you meeting somebody. Do you want to just share that with us now? And you can either watch it back or we can talk.
Yeah. Basically, I can't remember exactly what season it was, but when we played Juventus at home at the stadium, right, in the pre-season friendly.
Juventus.
Yeah. And I took me 2 daughters, Amy and Chloe, with us to the match. And afterwards, I said, "Sorry, I'll take you around." Obviously, where the players come in at the main entrance, see if we can get some autographs. And we're standing there waiting for them to come out, and then this big coach, all with the Juventus livery all over it, rolled up, and the players came out, and most of them, Paolo, Nedved, can you remember Nedved, and Buffon, straight on the coach. Alessandro Del Piero, obviously he was a bit of a Italian superstar, wasn't he? A bit like the sort of Italian David Beckham, if you like. And he stopped to take some autographs. So anyway, he's working his way along. He gets to my daughter, and she didn't have a pen. So he looked at her and he went, like, "Where's your pen?" And she went, "I haven't got a pen." He went, 2 seconds. And he walked away and he got this marker pen of somebody else, came back, and he wanted to, he was like, "You were saying about, like, where do you want us to sign?" And she just stopped, like, in awe and looked at him, and he signed a forehead in black marker pen. Alessandro Del Piero.
That's mental.
And then I asked him, like, on my shirt, I says, "Can you sign my shirt as well?" So he signed my shirt. And I says, "Can I have a picture with him, with me 2 daughters?" And he went, yes, no problem. And he crouched over and he put his arms around my daughter. I took a picture, and then he unzipped his own, like, tracksuit top, pulled out his, like, gold phone, and he said it to take a picture. And he gave us it. to take picture. So then I had to take a picture with his phone of him with me 2 daughters, and then that was on his official website, on his official page a few days later. And he just put on crazy Sunderland fans. And me daughter, which is the one who's talking there, Amy, it was her who had her head signed with Alejandro Del Piero. And when I told her she had to wash it off, she sobbed, she cried for hours.
Yeah. What a
fantastic superstar. All these players got on the coach, pretty much ignored everybody, and this guy took time out with all the, I mean, not just my daughters, but with all the kids that were there, all the fans. And he was fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
It's brilliant. Brilliant. Kieran Westwood signed my Sunderland shirt, and it's actually washed out, and I'm devastated about that. But I don't think Kieran Westwood has anything on. But
I bet that's unique, signing someone's forehead with a black marker pen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, back then, the cameras, there was about 3 pixels as well, weren't there, on the phones?
Yeah. Still got photos on disc somewhere. If I can find them, I'll dig them out and I'll try and get.
It's a great story because players nowadays, there's a lot of them, they've sort of been pampered, or they just come out with the headphones on. They don't want to talk to the fans or interact with the fans anymore. So when you get a player doing stuff like that, I know it was a while ago now, but it's a bit like what's his name? O'Nien for Sunderland. It's the sort of thing he would do, isn't it? Just genuine nice lad.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's it really. I mean, unless anybody's got any questions, drop a comment in there before we go. We're going to probably end this within the next few minutes, just so we can get ourselves sorted, make a cuppa, grab a beer, whatever it is before the game. What are you drinking, Colin? Lager?
Just calling out, just a couple of cans.
I haven't got any. I might have to quickly run to the shop and grab some I forgot earlier on. So a few Guinness, I think. It's got to be done. Because you need beers, especially for after the game, because you're either going to be celebrating or you're going to be drowning your sorrows, aren't you? So
yeah. It's the only time I ever can. If someone's playing.
Yeah. We'll have a little look in the chat. There you go. Nigel said, class story, Mackham 49,000.
Thanks, mate.
Honestly, the best football player I've ever encountered. I will always remember that day for the rest of my life. Yeah, good memories. Buffon gave my lad a good thumbs up from the coach. He was over the moon, made his night. Was a 0-0 score.
It was, yeah.
I wonder, Amy's saying, I wonder if that player would remember.
I think he would, purely because of what he did. I don't think he'd have probably ever done that before or after.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's very unique, isn't it? Not as good, but Donald Love signed my shirt, dodgy, and Lyndon Gooch laughed at him. Sergio Aguero gave me his shirt at the Etihad's. Honestly, one of the nicest people ever. That's a good story.
Yeah.
Aguero, I mean, what a player! Absolutely mental. Just to have his shirt's amazing, to be honest. I went to South Shields FA Viers final where SAFC were away to Chelsea. Then Catamol got on and we got off. Gave me his shirt. Honestly, nearly cried. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but yeah. Catamol was a good player. Off topic, but how is everything in Essex, Paul? She's got bottles of milk. Oh, she's on about me baby. Yeah, well, 10 days late at the minute. So if she hasn't arrived by tomorrow, my girlfriend is getting induced, so she will definitely be here very soon. Well, she's struggling. It's getting heavy. Everything's aching and hurting now, so we do just want her out.
She knows how we now with our bellies, don't you?
Exactly. Bradley Young, what was all your favorite all-time memory of supporting the club? Colin, good question for you to answer. What's the best moment you can think of?
From a personal point of view, it'd have to be my very first ever memory of Sunderland, and that would be my dad taking us to Roker Park when I was about 7. First time he ever took us to a match, and we were in the main stand paddocks, just to the left of where the tunnel was, where the players come out. And I remember my dad taking us up, standing us and putting us up on the wall with it near these right at the front. Quite a good one. Lifted us up so I could see. And just been absolutely astounded by the colour, the lush green pitch, blue sky, the huge floodlights, and the colour and the noise when the players come out, the red and white everywhere. I was just, from that second, I was hooked. I think that's my favourite ever memory with Sunderland. It's not a particular performance, it's just that I still get the hairs on my arms stand up now just thinking about it, just thinking what a fantastic time it was with our dad and going to the match.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be performances. I know exactly what you're saying. I'll tell you mine in a bit. But Matthew, what's your favourite memory?
Obviously, in my lifetime, there hasn't been too many that I've seen. But you know, if I had to put it down to I mean, a few different things. I mean, probably the 6-6 in a row. That's probably the best thing I've ever seen in probably my lifetime. Every single one of those wins. You know, I remember. You know, my great memory. I can remember every single one of those games. I can remember when we first won the 3-0 back in 2013. My dad actually left the house when we were winning 1-0 because he couldn't take it anymore. The stress was going to give him a heart attack. He said, "I've got to leave." He said he left his phone and everything. He went for a walk in the park for about an hour because he knew when he came back it would be full time. And I think Newcastle were all over us, and he thought, you know, we're going to lose this game. And the season before, we were 1-0 up, and Amiobi equalised in injury time, and he thought a similar thing was going to happen. He didn't want to see it. And obviously, Johnson scored. I went insane. Vaughan scored. I think I did a knee slide into my kitchen. I went mental. And then after the game, my dad was walking back on the road, and I just ran to him and screamed down the road. I was just went 3-0. And then all the neighbors, because it was a really nice day, and all the neighbors were at their house. Me and my dad were just run to each other. We're just jumping up and down in the middle of the road. I'm not joking. In the middle of the road, we were jumping up and down, celebrating. And all the neighbors were outside of their house.
Links adverts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was unbelievable. You know, another one as well when Johnson scored in the last minute. You know, at St James's just before Christmas. That I went insane for that one, and probably that was my best memory because each one of those wins, I was in probably a different place, you know, a different scenario, and each one of them was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. I can picture you and your dad doing that. Actually, I've seen how mad you are on the live stream, so that surprises.
Oh man,
but yeah, my favourite. I've got two actually, which I'll just say quickly, and it's got nothing to do with the performances either. And both of them involve my big brother who's here with us now. But the first one was the first ever game at the Stadium of Light against Ajax. I mean, when you've been playing at Roker Park, which was a beautiful club, beautiful pitch, like absolutely fantastic atmosphere. But once we'd seen the photographs, we'd seen video footage of what it looked like. But when, for the first time ever, the Sunderland fans are walking out into the Stadium of Light, and you see, I mean, it felt unbelievable to think like we've actually stepped it up a massive gear here. And it made everything, the future was bright. A helicopter landed right in the middle. Status Quo came out and started rocking away, rocking all over the world. The atmosphere that day was absolutely fantastic. Packed out stadium for a game against Ajax, and I believe we won as well, didn't we?
No, it was 0-0.
3-0.
No, it was 0-0.
Well, against Ajax, I thought it was 3-0, and Kevin Ball scored. No, Kevin Ball scored. Kevin Ball scored. It was disallowed, and then Noah Quinn scored afterwards. Then we won that game 3-0.
The 3 goals that you're talking about there is against Man City, the first league match of the.
That was 2-1, wasn't it?
No, it was 3-1.
Oh, I've got to look at this.
He's going to check that out. Either way, that was.
The Ajax match was 0-0 because we only ever heard the roar once because we thought Kevin Ball had scored.
Yeah.
But the first match at the Stadium Light League was Man City, and we beat them 3-1. And Noah Quinn scored the first goal. I think Kevin Phillips got one, and I think the young lad, I can't remember his name. Is it Byrne? No.
Chris Byrne.
Chris Byrne. I think he got one as well.
Yeah.
And that was in the 3-1 win against Man City in the league.
You've got a way better memory than I have, but I just remember. The atmosphere was fantastic. The other one was without calling again, just recently at the Checker Trade final. I know the performance was terrible. Well, wasn't
it was brilliant. Oh, I thought the first half was fantastic.
But I think by the end of it, we both felt really good. We weren't bothered about the actual cup beforehand, but because we obviously Colin spent all the time coming up and we had a few beers and that, met up with people, and the atmosphere was brilliant. First time walking at that fantastic stadium. So for me, it was all to do with the atmosphere, the people I was with. Absolutely never forget it.
I was crying after that game. I was in my seat. And I was in, not to sound posh or anything, I was in the Club Wembley because that was the only place we could really get tickets. We got them early, and everyone sort of went in, and the whole stadium sort of emptied out. And I just wanted to leave. I wanted to leave quickly, but we had another dinner to sit through, and I didn't want to do it. I just sat there and I watched Portsmouth just go up and lift the trophy, and I was just sitting in my seat. I was just wiping tears away from my face because it was because even McGeady's equaliser in extra time, and I just thought there was so much hope. I was like, we haven't given up. And I thought Portsmouth, I hate Portsmouth so much. And to see them do that, I was so gutted.
Surprised in that goal that you're talking about in them last few minutes. I've never heard noise like it. That's the loudest I've ever heard a roar.
I took my top off.
Yeah.
He scored that.
You, Paul, the first time we walked through into the stadium itself, you just was like, I was just like, wow. First time I've ever been to Wembley. And like you said, first half performance, I thought it was nailed on that we were going to win, and I thought they'd swap shirts at half time. So
yeah,
not bad, but still a superb day. I agree, superb day that was. I'll never forget it.
Definitely. Hopefully, we've got loads more memories to come of Wembley with fans being allowed in there. I'm hoping, worst case scenario, we get to a playoff final when the fans are allowed back in the stadium. Maybe, I don't know. Have to wait and see for that. But quickly go to the chat before we go, just because some people's left some comments. My favourite memory was when Blackburn was in goal for Rotherham and Chris Maguire chipped him 15 yards out and went in the net. Yeah, fantastic goal. Amy Reeve, best moment for me is definitely when my dad took me to a and looking up and seeing this massive place and the noise. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I used to love Roker Park, putting my swing over the rail at the front. Yeah.
People used to sit on swings, didn't they? They used to put like little
swing, yeah.
Hang them on the metal, not the metal, the steel gird, like not the girders, but you know what I mean? Like the spikes.
Yeah.
They hang the swings on them and people used to sit on them.
Yeah, definitely. I remember that. Elisa as well, Boxing Day at the Stadium of Light is always my favourite. Santa hats everywhere. My little brother dresses up as Santa. That's nice, isn't it?
Always Boxing Day.
Lauren, I think you've come in. I don't know if you've just arrived, but we are finishing now. But there will be.
They've gone live. So our Twitter's having problems of putting two live streams on at the same time. So we've got to jump off here as soon as possible.
All right. We'll end it there. Then, if I've missed any comments, I do apologise. But yeah, stay on this channel. We've got Sean doing the watch along live stream now. So we'll say goodbye. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you later.
3 points.
Yay.